Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day to be able to continue to see how we can do our gifts and abilities. That's so that you carry out our work and by your grace. And as you bless our work, guide our decisions to be God and done with your blessing. Pray prayer.
Right, there should be attendance clipboard passed around. If anybody comes in, Mitch, will you hand it to them just so we can sign in? First order of business, membership acts, and I'm gonna direct you to Patrick's report for that one first. So on the second sheet,
Back to the first from the
back to
second.
the first page. Back. May have misprinted some. Does anybody have a blank on the first page, on the back of the first page? Okay, not that one. Are there any good comments? That. So on the back of the first page is the start of the membership acts from the beginning of the year, or since the last meeting to last month of May. So I'll give you a few minutes to review those, and I will recommend you want to make a motion to approve the membership acts. All right, so now I'd like to make a motion to approve the membership actions as presented. I'd like a motion. All right, we have a motion by Bob Finn to approve the membership action as presented. Do you have a second? I'll take it. Diesel and Greg Hadwell both seconded. All those in favor of approving the membership acts as presented, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. Membership actions are approved. All right, next course of business is approving the minutes from the previous congregational voting meeting on December 10th. I printed those for you. They should be front and back as well. Make sure everybody had good copies. I'll give you just a few minutes for a minute or two to review those before we approve. having looked over the minutes, would somebody like to make a motion to approve the minutes for the December 10th voters meeting as presented?
Motion to approve.
Right, Greg Porter has made a motion to approve the minutes of the December 10th voters meeting. Is there a second? Second. Chris Heine has seconded that motion. All those in favor of approving the minutes from the December 10th, 2023 voters meeting, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. Minutes are approved. At this point, we'll move on to our council reports, and I'll give the floor to various men. If they can see the reports, and up first, Pastor. If you're ready.
Sure, yeah. You've got the report in front of you, just kind of an overview. God is doing awesome things here. Attendance was pretty. What we had in 2023 were like within one or two of that right now. Few less visitors, so there's actually more members showing up each Sunday. But still, that's about a third of our membership. A lot of encouragement for us to encourage one another and reach out to people we haven't seen in a bit. The things we've been doing are God's blessing them. Our worships at the cross, we're usually getting over 50. Building on the Rock, we're up to 9, 10, 11, depending on the Friday for those. I mentioned those just because they're not seen by as many people. The Wednesdays in the Word, it'd be great to get that jumping this summer again. So come on out for those Bible studies. Outreach has been going strong. We've got our SMAs in town to work with us. And so far, we've been pretty good about having people going out on visits with them and people taking us up on invitations. So, yeah, any questions you have for me? Well, thank you all for all you do. And let's keep doing this awesome stuff together.
All right, thank you, Pastor. Let's do my report next. I don't have a whole lot of things to report personally. I mean, your council is doing lots of different things each month. I do the one thing that you can read all this all that I don't read. But the one thing that I do want to speak to is probably the one that's for the thing that might be the most visible at the moment. That might be the sign out front. I know it's been in a state of disrepair for a while now, so I didn't want anybody to think that they're not on top of that. If you've ever dealt with insurance companies, you know that it can take some time. But I am glad to report that we are making progress on that. So we hope to have that settled with the insurance very soon. We opted to do a cash payout from the driver's insurance rather than go for our insurance. So I don't know the timeline on that, but hopefully they will cut us the check soon.
They have.
They have.
We have the check.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've also established, and to kind of backtrack a little bit, we had planned to either renovate or to replace the sign prior to that accident. So we had already started the process for creating a sign committee to kind of make some decisions through research and then make some recommendations for what kind of a sign we wanted. Well, with the accident, that kind of kick-started it a little bit, put some more emphasis behind it. So that committee met on Monday. I'm not sure what the recommendations are. Is anybody in the committee that can speak to it?
You want to?
We have been talking, I have been talking with a group of Stewart Signs, or they put up a lot of signs around here. We're waiting on 2 more quotes that are coming in from other groups in the area. Replacing the sign, and I had gotten quotes for what we had looked at was, they call it a light box sign where you change the letters in it all the time, or LED. or just replacing what we have. A monument sign replacement is about $30,000. A light box sign is less than that, it's about 24, somewhere in there. LED can be anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000. With the amount of money that we have coming from the insurance company, a good portion of it is covered. We're right now, the guy I talked to at Stewart Signs was for some reason under the impression that an LED sign was a no-go here. No idea where he got that idea. I don't think there's anything in the regulation that says we can't have that. So, and for them, again, I can only speak to Stewart because I haven't dealt with any other companies. The sign is one price, and if you want them to install it, was anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000. But talking with them, the sign is designed for self-install. So, and Chris had mentioned that he can do it, so that would save us that kind of money. Now, how we install it, I'm sure you've seen a lot of the signs sitting on a post, or this sign can be mounted in stone concrete, however you want to do it. Hopefully, within the next 2 weeks, we will have decided on where we want to go, what kind of sign. I think we're leaning towards an LED sign. Light box is nice, but that means somebody has to volunteer to go out there and change the letters on it all the time. Every time you want to change what's on that sign. And the LED is easy, it's cellular, you change the sign from home if you want. No big deal. So.
Thank you. Well, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that we're not neglecting it. It has been since February. So it's been a while, so I want people to think that we're fixing it. Hopefully that would fix itself. And to speak to a little bit about, yes, the money from the insurance will cover a good portion, but we had already set aside funds to replace the sign, because like I said, we've been planning to update or replace the sign probably since around August. So it had been on our mind. We'd already set aside. I think that's about it. Isn't there any? I think that's about it. Any question? We are starting the lay-led Bible study.
Just had the first one last week.
I know, I'm teaching the one in 2 weeks. Doing no more than me. Doing no more than me. Yeah, it's about the Jesus' interaction. Yeah, it's about the interaction. So, should we do that? Encouraging. I think that's that for me. Move on to Treasurer Peter. Unfortunately, not being here. He's out of leave. Now, I believe. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. So, attached to his report are the financial through the month of April. Review those at your pleasure. The biggest thing that I want to speak on now is that we are now better financial for last year. Fortunately, the offering to push and the matching opportunities that we had at the end of last year, those increasing offerings have carried over into the new year so far. So right now we are in a much better, stronger financial position. Our offerings are about at a good pace to keep up with our expenses. And in fact, our expenses are a little under budget from what we had anticipated. So right now everything's looking rosy as far as financial. I think that's a gist of what I was thinking But you can read more on his report there, he's doing some other things, trying to figure out a replacement for QuickBooks. QuickBooks is very expensive, I think it, when I was treasurer, it was around $800 just to do it every year, so I can only imagine that it's very expensive. So we're trying to find a cheaper replacement that is just as effective. I think that's it for him. Does anybody have any questions for Peter or any about the numbers, the budget? All right, and we'll move on to, we have a printed report from Joe Herman, the Director of Elders. You can read that on your own as well. Just remember your elders, and list those out. Bob Finn, Greg Porter, Eric Schneider, Eric Cadwell, Dale Winger, Cumbie, even Pastor Sharp, on the paper has some members on their list, kind of checking in with monthly or weekly. Just keep them in your prayers. There are a lot of people who are not here, we would love to have here regularly. And part of the elder's job is to encourage them to make contact and check on them. Share their spiritual well-being, thought about, encourage them, trying to get them here. So I'm sure they could use your prayers and any help that you could give them. Does anybody have any questions for Joe? All right, I think that's the end of the printed reports, but we do have some council members here, who want to speak. But if not, move on.
I just want to thank all the people who've done the grounds in well, keep this building operating. Big help, I know we've got a lot of maintenance, so, you know. Their willingness to volunteer for this.
For myself, just want to, this is being my second year on council and under serve alongside such dedicated and thoughtful council members. It's just a wonderful experience. Just being here, moving here from Illinois, right? Church, been a blessing for and I like to so I love Max Cruz and voters meeting. But I figured I could add a vote in case. That's right. No, but I encourage youth conference. Have them start coming in well.
All right, anybody else? We'll move on to the election. All right, so we do have one position where we need to do a vote. President.
We should do a vote for all four though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that the congregation chooses, even though no one was willing to be nominated to run against them.
Okay.
I think Constitution bylaws, we still elect them.
I believe we put in a poll.
You can do it verbally if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so for office of president, Joe Herman has been nominated for that office. Do we, all those in favor of electing Joe Herman to the office of president, say aye?
Aye.
All those in opposition to having Joe Herman serve as president, say nay. All right, congratulations, Joe, you are now the new president. All right, next position, secretary. See, we have Victor Cruz, who's been nominated for this position. All those in favor of electing Victor Cruz to the office of secretary, say aye. All those opposed, say nay.
I would have said something worse than that.
I was waiting for next. That's.
He bribed me with this. Okay, I'm gonna be grounded to use.
It's worth it. All right, congratulations, Peter. You're now re-elected to the secretary. We'll jump down, Director of Membership Ministry. I've been nominated to that, so all those in favor of electing Brian Patrick to the Director of Member Ministry, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. So me for more nays. Congratulations. All right. And Director of Elder, we have two men who have been nominated for this position, and we'll do a formal written vote for this one. We have two men, Greg Cadwell and Greg Porter. So what I'm going to do is pass out ballots. You will write. Yes, from my. Oh. If you will just write the name of the individual. The man's name on there.
Include the last name.
Yeah. Will you tally? Sure. Everybody, all the one more here. We didn't have anybody online, did we?
Nope.
This
It
is a
is.
secure vote.
I will say while he's being, while the voters are being tallied, this being my last voters meeting as president, this is for a while. I want to say that it's been an honor to serve as your president. And it's been an honor to get to work with a lot of these gentlemen, on the council. Thank you, each of you. Many of you I've known already for a while, but many of you I've gotten to know. Appreciate all that you do. It's a hard job doing a volunteer job like this. Y'all have careers. So it can sometimes be a thankless job, but it can be a rewarding job as well. So I just want to give you my thanks. It's couldn't do it without you. Thank you, congregation, for your support. It's been 4 years of not a whole lot of contentiousness. And it does happen, you know, in church congregations where we get, it can be difficult to find consistency sometimes with things. But fortunately, not a whole lot of, even when we had to sell the Henry County campus, very smooth sailing. So I appreciate, I guess your trust, your prayers, that that we did the right thing, or we did what we thought was. So we asked, God to bless our country. I'm sure He'll need to do that. So,
Thank you, Brian.
Sir. All right. Ready for the announcements? All right. Congratulations to Greg Cadwell being the new director of. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, I will do my best.
Sure that you will.
Have, but for you, and then
Yes.
council.
Good. I'm gonna need it. All right, anybody have any other business that needs to be attended to before we close the meeting with the doxology? All right, let's see.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above the heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy